A man is left completely alone in the world. Daytime is silent. Nighttime is terrifying. Something lives in the darkness, and it knows his name. He never goes outside at night, until the night comes for him. Story title: The Night the World Breathed. When the world ended, it did not explode. It simply stopped answering. 1. The last man awake. Ethan woke up at 6:30 a.m. to the sound of his alarm. He hated mornings. But that day, the silence felt heavier than usual. No traffic. No birds. No distant voices. He checked his phone. No signal. He stepped outside. The street was empty. Cars stood where they had been parked, doors open, lights still on. A coffee cup lay on the pavement, still half full. A bus was stopped in the middle of the road. No drivers. No people. No signs of struggle. Just absence. Ethan shouted. His voice echoed back at him, alone. 2. Searching the day. For days, Ethan searched. Hospitals. Police stations. Malls. Houses with doors left open. Food rotted in kitchens. TVS played news loops to empty rooms. Phones rang until they stopped. Ethan screamed into empty streets until his throat burned. No one answered. But something strange happened every sunset. The air changed. 3. The rule of night. The first night, Ethan stayed inside by instinct. As darkness fell, the silence broke. Not with sound, but with movement. Shadows shifted where there should be none. The darkness between buildings felt deeper, thicker, like it had weight. Ethan stood by the window. Then he saw it. The streetlight outside flickered, and for a moment, something stood underneath it. Not human. Too tall. Too thin. When the light went out, it vanished. That night, Ethan made a rule. Never go outside after dark. 4. The world without faces. Days passed. Ethan marked them on his wall. Day 12. Day 19. Day 27. He spoke to mannequins. Named parked cars. Left notes on doors. If you're alive, come find me. But every morning, the notes were untouched. Every night, the darkness pressed closer. Sometimes Ethan heard footsteps outside. Slow, dragging, stopping at his door, but never entering. 5. The voices. On day 41, Ethan heard a voice. From his radio. Static cracked then. Ethan. He froze. That's my name, he whispered. The radio crackled again. Come outside. Ethan turned it off. That night, the knocking started. 1 knock. Pause. 2 knocks. From the inside of the walls. 6. The daylight lie. Ethan believed daytime was safe. But even the sun began to feel wrong. Shadows didn't match objects. Reflections lagged behind movements. Mirrors showed him. A second too late. Once, he ran through the city screaming. Hello? His voice came back to him. But deeper. Slower. Like something was practicing how to sound human. 7. The broken lock. On day 63, his door lock broke. He heard it snap. Night was coming. The sky darkened faster than usual. Ethan panicked. He stacked furniture, blocked windows, held a flashlight like a weapon. Then the power went out. Complete darkness. The breathing began. Not his. All around him. 8. Forced outside. The house shook. Walls bent inward like they were breathing. Ethan had no choice. He ran. Out the front door. Into the night. The city was no longer empty. The streets were full. Not of people, but of shapes. Tall, bent, moving wrong. They didn't chase. They watched. Ethan realized something horrifying. They had waited for him to be the last one awake. 9. The truth. A voice surrounded him. Not one voice. Many. You were never alone, it said. You were the last to notice. Ethan saw the buildings dissolve. The city peeled away like paper. Behind it was darkness. Alive, moving, waiting. We let you have the days, the voice whispered. But nights belong to us. 10. The final morning. Ethan woke up. Sunlight. Birds. Cars moving. People everywhere. Someone bumped into him. Watch it, ma'am. The world was normal. Too normal. Ethan laughed and cried at the same time. Until he noticed something. No one cast shadows. Except him. Final line. Perfect outro. The world didn't end. It just stopped pretending we were alone.